Hello guys, today I'm going to show you what strings, variable, print and raw input is. But first let's start off with strings and variables. So let's open idle, let's wait for it a bit. Okay, now what composes a string and a variable? So let's start with variable. Variables are a word or a letter that can take in a value. For example, let's say var equal hello. That is called a string. Hello is called a string in this case. var2 equals 10. That is called a numerical value. And var3 equals true. That is called a boolean. It can have two values, true or false. But we learn about the numerical value and the booleans in other episodes. First off, let's concentrate on the first one. Var equals hello. So what does that mean? Basically, var equals hello means var contains hello. That is as simple as it can get. So basically, when we will write var, it will return hello, like we wrote. So what is that hello? That is a string, like I talked about earlier. A string is a composition of words or letter. For example, that is a string, but the same thing without quotes won't be a string. It will return an error. It will say that is not defined. So to make a string, we have to have quotes. Hello. In this case, this hello is a string. In this case, hello is not a string. So that is basically everything that composes variable and strings. It's very simple. But there is another point of variables which is pretty important to mention. Variables can have a value, obviously. A equals house, but they can change. For example, a house. Now a equals house in space. Enter. A now is no longer more house but house in space. Or a equals world. Enter. A is now world. It's neither house in space or house, it's world. So that can be useful to know if you want to change a variable or anything. That's very useful. Well, that's all about there is for variables and strings. I'm going to show you the utility of the print function. So let's open idle. Print is simply an output for Python, and well, basically it outputs whatever you put in there. I'm gonna show you. Print hello and enter. We can see that it printed out hello correctly, exactly like I wrote it. So print how are you in caps. Enter, and we can see that it printed out exactly in caps, like exactly how I entered it. Now you may ask yourself, why is there parentheses and quotes? Well, that is simply because whatever is in the parentheses will be output. The parentheses say whatever is in there will belong to the print. So well, that's it. And the quotes are simply to say that this is not a variable. For example, if I write var, enter, this will write var. But if I do var equals hello, enter, and now print var without quotes, it will print out hello, because simply I defined var. Now if we print again var in quotes, it will simply write var again. So that shouldn't be too hard to understand for the moment. Now let's try to put two variables together. first let's create them. Let's call them A equals hello and B equals how are you, and enter. So let me show you. If we do it with quotes, enter, print B with quotes, it won't do what we want. So simply to do that, like I said earlier, print, don't write any quotes, A, and close the quote, the parentheses, and enter, and we can see that it's exactly like I defined it. So it should be the same for B, print B, enter, and we can see that there's no problem. Now, some people may want to put variables together. So how do you do that? That's very simple. Right, print A plus B and enter. So it outputted hello, how are you, without problem, but there isn't space. There isn't a space. Now that's very easy. That's simple because when we wrote A plus B, Python doesn't include a space when you write plus, and we didn't include the space either here or here. So what you have to do is simply define again a hello space, enter. Now print A plus B and enter, and we can see that it includes the space without problem. Well, that's basically it for print. It's not a very difficult function. Hello again. Now I am going to show you the utility of the input function, or in Python 2.7 row input. So let's open idle. Okay, so now let's try row input. That is how you write it. Sorry, row input. So now enter, and you can see that there's nothing written here. So it waits for you to input something. Now let's write hello, enter, and it returns to you the input the thing you inputted. So how you actually take or keep an input is x equals row dot input, enter, and now write hello. Now x stars hello, so print x, enter, and we can see that it printed out exactly what I inputted. Great. So now let's write a little script. Let me show you. Let's open Notepad. Whoop. And okay, x equals row underscore input, open close parentheses, indent, and print x, Control S. Now let's save it on the desktop as input.py. Py is how you want to save your Python files or script. So now let's open it, and usually you're gonna write hello and the script is gonna close. Let me show you. Hello, enter, the script is gonna close. Now why is that? That is simply because the script inputs it, print it, and there's nothing else to do, so it automatically closes it. So how you want to fix it is row underscore input and save, Control S. And now wait, sorry, input, save, and now it should work properly. Hello, enter, and outputs hello. So usually in a script what you want to do is that what is your name. Whoop. So this question will basically show up and ask you what you want to input. So enter, what is your name? My name is Luca, and enter, and it outputs Luca. So how can that be used? Now let's try something that might be fun for script. Hello, comma, and plus. So what it says here is I'm gonna write hello plus your name. Let's save and open. What is your name? Luca. Hello, Luca. And that's how it works. That was all for the input function. Thanks a lot.